Josh, please read out your prompts.
Okay. After urgently exclaiming to somebody that they were not allowed in the kitchen, I came to realize that they are a member of kitchen staff.
So what were you doing in the kitchen in the first place?
I wasn't in the kitchen, you see. I was making my way past the kitchen, and I saw someone walking into the kitchen. And I called after them. Hey, I thought so. I was with a group of 4 people, and I like lost sight of one of them, and one of them started walking down the hallway towards the kitchen, and I said, "Hey, don't go in there." And just the confused waiter staff turns around and just looks at me, and I stop looking at him and I go.
Well, they weren't even doing anything suspicious. They were just.
I thought it was a friend of mine, and he thought she was just walking into the kitchen without realizing.
Why were you loitering around like a kitchen?
It was a wedding, and I left the room where all the people were because I didn't want to be around people, except for the people I like, and we were just kind of wandering about the gaff.
Were you really invited to this wedding? Or did you show up unannounced?
That's one of the crimes.
Yeah, whose wedding was this, Josh?
This was my uncle's wedding. So it would have been, I would have had to have been invited, or else there would have been issues within the family.
Do you remember the song in the first dance? That's the most important question here.
Mr. Brightside. I don't have a fucking clue.
A very Caucasian family. So, as far as rank in the kitchen business that you've got here, are you higher rank than this person that you're allowed in the kitchen and you get authority, or and your friend is lower? That's why you were calling them out?
I guess I'm trying to. It depends on the friend. I don't remember which friend it was, because there's one of them who it could have been where if they had been going into the kitchen, I should not have been telling them to not go into the kitchen, because they would have gone in there and shown everyone up. None of us were chefs, to my knowledge, so none of us should have been in the kitchen. We weren't in the kitchen. It was just there was a path leading to the kitchen.
Okay, maybe it's better if we just reenact this. Josh, pretend that Evan is your friend walking towards the kitchen at a fast pace. Stop him.
Evan, don't go in there. It was just don't go in. I think I just shouted, "Don't go in there," with like a threatening aura.
I'm getting convinced that was a very accurate.
How do they react?
He just turned and looked at me like he looked a little bit worried. He looked concerned.
And did he acknowledge it? Did he say?
He didn't say anything. I was just like, "Oh, sorry." And I saw his face and I went, "Oh, sorry." And then I went.
You were with people during this. How did they react? Or
they just kind of laughed. Like, they didn't really. They were like ahead of me, or at least they were ahead of me. So they turned back and saw me do that. And I don't think they got a clear glimpse of what happened. So I had to like explain it to them. They just saw me say, "Don't go in there," to some randomer. And then exit scenario at fast speed. So I kind of had to explain it to them, but then they were big chortles. You know Fawful from Bowser's Inside Story.
I have one more question.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So at this was a wedding guest of the staff. Yeah. So did you see them again? Was there any awkward interactions?
No.
Run into them? Oh,
maybe
they didn't clock you next time they saw you or anything?
God, I wish. No, I
What
don't
else you
recall.
forget?
No, I didn't see them again. Or if I did, then I didn't remember their face, because I just saw it wasn't them. Didn't look much else at the face other than that, and then just zoom gone.
so you just pieced the
This
fuck
is
out of there.
way too real.
You ran.
Like, this is something that I feel like it's happened to like so many people. Like I'm like 100% solid. This is like completely true.
Yeah. I mean, I could get behind that.
I'll say true. I can picture that from Josh specifically. If anyone else said that, no.
So Josh, could you tell us, was that a truth or was that a lie?
It was true.
God bless.
Let's go.
You sounded too panicked when you reenacted it. I felt like I was there. And
Yeah, no.
It won me over too well.
Yeah, me too. I was really threatened.
Yeah.
That was an experience. Don't go in there.
Yes,
That was calm, controlled. Yeah.
it's true.
Yeah,
Josh
absolutely.
did walk outside of a kitchen and tell a member of kitchen staff, "Don't go in there."